Hey y'all, what is going on? It's your girl Alex here, coming in for our Patriots Spiritual Lunch Chat. Let me know in the chat how y'all are doing today. Gotten tons of beautiful downloads this morning, just tuning in, kind of like I do every Wednesday morning. Like, what does the collective need to know? Where are we going? Like, what's up? What's up, team? What is, that we need to understand, right? So let me know in the chat how y'all are doing. Definitely want to get into a heart activation today where we, really just kind of step into that expansion. That was one of the biggest downloads I got this morning was this time we are in is such a truly mind-blowing level of expansion in the sense of the consciousness and awakening. And when people are stepping into that space, first they got to even recognize that it's a thing that exists. It's a thing when it comes to healing their traumas, their hurts, their wounds, whatever it might be that is hindering them from living that completely fulfilled life, right? And so, what do we do until they've reached that point where they're like, oh, wow, that's a big deal. I think I need to actually work on this? Is hold space in that loving capacity, totally in our own heart activated areas where we are able to just be like, I see you, I love you, like you're a good person, but like you got some shit to heal. You got some stuff to get through, that type of thing. And really be able to hold space for them until they get there. And it's coming from just like what I was seeing this morning was just this beautiful glow from the heart space and just being able to like just I see it. I see you where you're at on your journey. I don't hate you. I don't have any negative feelings. I'm holding space for you because at some point, especially like so y'all can y'all believe we already are reaching the second month of 2022? So February 1st is quite, if you're watching this within like, either live or like shortly thereafter, this is Wednesday, January 26th, 2022, right? January 26th, 2022. Just insane. But next week, right, it's the full moon and it's the 1st of February, the second month. I was laughing. I realized that so February 22nd of 2022, so 0220 or 22 right? Falls on a Tuesday. I was just like, damn, how many like this is going to be a very energetically aligned, I guess you could say, day in a lot of respects. And just being able to tune into that and just being aware, well, next week, next Tuesday, we have that new moon, right? And so that is really kind of like the download I was getting where it was like talking about coming from our heart space, coming from that place of just like holding space with a loving capacity for ourselves, for other people, for just everyone, for humanity, right? And just having that intense space where we are fully activated into this loving place because like, what do you want to create? What is it that you want to create? That is one of which I'm super excited, y'all. We're going to be launching very, very soon my group coaching course. Right? It's one of the things we're going to be doing retreats, y'all. We got retreats coming up. Make sure you in the link wherever y'all are at. Check out the newsletter. I don't spam you, I promise. I usually send at most a couple of during the month because it's just like, especially weekly, with just like, hey, these are the shows. We are starting our podcast, getting some actual interviews on here. I'm super pumped to bring a lot of amazing stuff. And so that's going to be starting tomorrow evening. And we're going to let me know in the comments too, y'all, if there are specific days that like it's the theme and like kind of feel of the show of the podcast itself is I'm bringing you wholesome information that'll help you live either like a cleaner spiritual life, right? More things relating to like me, right? I'm literally if you're in my Telegram group, you saw it, the lawsuit. I'm personally part of. I'm suing the fucking Texas government because they took away my voice. They did not fully and accurately certify. I mean, this is true. Like this is my legal document. So to YouTube sent algorithms your nonsense because this is my legal document that I am personally part of. I hate censorship. Anyways, so stuff like that, right? So like true grassroots movements and stuff, because it's not just us. There are other states that are doing it. There's like 2020 elections. They're not over, y'all. Just because we're in like the year 2022, like shit's not over. There's still a lot to be fixed. And what's even more beautiful is if we can get certain individuals, 44 and 46 specifically, impeached, then literally everything we're seeing with like the medical tyranny and stuff that's going on, like the jab mandates, all this bullshit started with Obama. So impeach 44, boom, bye-bye policies. And then impeach 46 and be like, boom, bye-bye being an OPEC. We literally would have to get out because everything is done away with. Everything he has done is done away with. We can just clean our plate, right? It would be beautiful. And remember the fact that they allowed Mr. T to be impeached after he was out of office. Seriously, like, I know it might sound crazy, but like, I remember being excited about it. I'm pretty certain I talked about it too, like, because I know for a fact I talked about it because I was like, this is the portal to impeach 44. Like, we'll deal with our problems and they'll be, it's a way to deal with them. And it might kind of sound crazy at like first glance, like impeach a sitting president who, it was like 2008 to 2016 he was in office. Like, that was a long time ago. Yeah, and those policies made when I was active, like, I know people who have been parts of a lot of things that we're seeing right now, and I'm just like, yep, I remember when we did this. This was like a long time ago, but yep, here we are. And it's terrifying, but it's kind of comical because it's just like, yeah, I'm living during this time. And you know what? Even if you feel overwhelmed, remember this is the most beautifully chaotic time to be alive. And it is the most intense, beautiful time for growth and transformation and just this awakening. I mean, it literally is. I mean, not to like buy into that, everything, but it's everyone's consciousness is awakening to what is. What has the matrix they've been living in? Literally, it's all in front of our eyes. And I'm the asshole who's just points stuff out whenever I see anything. I'm just like, yep, my kids do it too. I'm like, yes. And that's actually what our group coaching is that's coming up. It's geared towards parents who are going through a spiritual awakening and wanting to rear spiritually awakened kids who are able to live in their gift, kids who are able to discover their gift, kids who are able to deal with just life and being an enlightened being, or if you are a spiritual being and you're just trying to raise your kids, this class is going to challenge you because it's going to confront you to look at your shit. But it's also going to give you what it is and how to have a working relationship with your kids and your spouse and just everyone. Because when you start to come back where you're able to come to a place where you're like, something happens and you're like, how do I want this to end? How do I want the situation to unfold? Because my next move in dealing with the situation is going to help determine that outcome. No, my neighbor's tree fell over on my car. Like, I can't change that my car is smashed outside my window. But I can remember that I was just thinking about, man, I really would love to get a new car. My car's starting to break down. And now I can collect all that insurance money and use it to buy a new car because that's very much totaled. Just what you love waking up to on a Sunday morning, right? Kind of a thing. How do you react? And there's gonna be so many things, I'm so excited because my basically like my proof of concept, I've been testing this class on a smaller scale to see how it actually works out. And is this something that's able to be produced? Like, can I deliver the results I'm telling clients I can deliver, right? And it is so cool on my end because I get to watch people just literally transform. They're coming through breakthroughs, they're healing, they're starting to get closer with their kids, they're actually having genuine, intimate relationships with their children, regardless of what age. There's going to be things that you tailor to some age groups and stuff, but the general concept is the same, right? Just how you engage it is a little bit different. I mean, and honestly, it's very similar to how you engage your pets, which, speaking of which, if y'all are interested in our online dog obedience, we have everything you'll need to learn to have a well-behaved pup. This includes house basic tricks and tips and behaviors that you would use in your house, as well as being able to use if you go on hikes or go to picnics, any normal thing that you would do with your dog. you'll be able to learn everything in that class. And so the link is in the description below, or you're always welcome to hit me up and reach out to me. My email is in the description as well if you have any questions or anything relating to that. But I've gotten really great feedback so far from it, so I'm excited. People who have been tuning into my stuff, because we definitely dive deep into the brain of the dog and like how they understand the world, so that you can understand better, so that you're a better handler, right? And so there's just a lot of that stuff, and then kind of breaking down your commands and your lifestyle stuff. And of course, if you are a veteran, law enforcement officer, or a first responder who is going through training their own service dog, do let us know, because we have a program specifically for you that is priced completely different, and has a lot more different stuff that helps you basically teach either a therapy at home dog or a service dog, excuse me, or a service dog for yourself, to be able to use. And then we don't certify if they're not in person and close to us, but it'll give you the techniques and the basis to be able to go to an organization nearby to you, where you are able to go through and get your own certification. And so we do have, like I said, special pricing for our programs, for those particular individuals. So reach out to us first before making any purchases, and we'll get you connected with everything that needs to be done. So with all that being said, if there's any like prayer requests specifically, we're fixing to pray in and do this amazing activation of our heart space, and just really coming from that place, really to be able to open up and hold space for just humanity, and just this loving capacity to just go through and transform and heal and awaken to their divine everything, when whether their mission, their whatever it is they need to do to heal, because that's the first thing that we need to do when we're working through different things, that whether they're a hurt or an upset or actual trauma. It takes us initially being aware that it's even a thing, first and foremost, before we start doing anything. And so at that point, then we can start to actually heal. And so when we are able to acknowledge that and start to work through it, you'll start to see how things just energetically shift, because you're also affecting your aura, your energy, just everything. Because remember, as we up level ourselves, we up level everything around us. Our energy, our space, the connections we make, all of it is getting up leveled to the nth degree. And so yeah, it's amazing. It's truly, truly amazing to be able to have that. So let me know. We do have, like I said, our newsletter that'll have more information in that. So do sign up to that. Plus, if we get kicked off because censorship, I was at 2 strikes for a while. It looks like one fell off. So woohoo! I have a little more wiggle room, but I don't get kicked off. And that's the best way to follow up, especially our Telegram channel as well. I have tons of uncensored stuff, including my lawsuit that I am part of, that is filed against the Texas government for not adequately certifying our elections. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think. And also, if you're interested too, if you're interested in starting your own lawsuit in your own state, things were a little funky, reach out to me. Like, we need as much help as we can get. We need as many people fighting who is willing to sue the government, and willing to do that, because all I can say is I would not recommend smart vehicles right now. If you have like an old vehicle that is not easily like hacked and like able to like be taken over, essentially, like that's where it's at right now. Just throwing that out there, because if you're an individual who is riding that bus, I shall say, it can be a bit of a struggle. So all the things to not die. All right, y'all. I'm fixing to pray in. Just go ahead and get comfortable, whether you're standing or sitting. And just, I want you to start with rubbing your hands together, starting to feel that energy. Feeling that energy moving. And calling in all of our divine angels, guides, higher dimensional beings, God, to come into this place, to come into this space to help us, prepare us, guide us, direct us, to be able to have that deeper understanding of all the things that we are supposed to be connected to, awakening to, understanding, seeing where we're at in our journeys right now, that we are able to see these things. I thank you for helping to make these connections. I thank you for helping to make these divine understandings and these divine partnerships and connections. And I thank you for this guidance and this understanding and this healing and this transformation that is about to come over our bodies as we awaken onto the things for the next step for our own journeys. What is the next step? Guide us, show us, direct us, lead us, and help us understand and digest the information that comes so we can comprehend. I thank you for this divine protection, this beautiful crystalline just tetrahedron around all of us, almost like a diamond around the earth with the earth in the middle and all of the energy connections coming in. Just divinely protected and salted and cleared, everything cleansed, and only the best of the best allowed to be here, the purest of the energy. I thank you so much for being here. I thank all of you for showing up and for allowing your energy to come in and be part of this, as we are all energetically connected no matter when you watch this. So we are all having a complete impact on one another. I thank you for the transformations, the healings, the blessings, and the love that is coming in right now in this time. I claim it right now to be present and true. And so it is. All right, y'all. Go ahead and find a place that's comfortable, whether you're sitting or standing. Feeling where you're making contact with the ground. Feeling where your feet are making contact, where your sitting bones, however it feels, and just kind of zoom in on that area as you feel the earth slowly spinning below you. Feeling a slight gravitational pull down into the bosom. Feeling that love and that comfort. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Feeling into this beautiful, calming space. Feeling into that divine energy. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Imagine a little fish hook on the back of your pants, pulling your hips up, pulling your belly in, allowing your chest to open. As you feel the energies pulling up, take a deep breath in. Let it out. Feeling that beautiful energy pulling up all the way through your crown and opening up. Allowing it to fall over as it creates that energetic loop. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Placing your hand over your heart. Allowing you to fill into the space to activate. We have these portal and energy portals in our hands. And I want you to imagine with your palm over your chest, Allow that energy to flow from your palm into your chest, and allow that area energetically to start to expand as the place fills up with this beautiful, loving energy. This is divine crystalline energy made of the purest source. Allowing yourself to feel through that energy into your space, your chest space. Feeling into that divine energy. Overwhelming, activating. As you are seeing this beautiful light brightening, filling up with this divine energy. Filling up and feeling it starting to ignite, making this big pulsating light around your hand and allow around your palm. Filling into that divine energy. As you are holding this beautiful energy, this filling up, this activating area, as it's filling up with this beautiful divine light and just pulsating as the bubble grows as far as the eye can see. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. As you are filling into the space, I want you to imagine someone in your life right now who maybe is just having a difficult time. Maybe they are just making bad choices. Maybe they are just having an attitude for seemingly no reason. Just someone that you're having a difficult time with in life right now. It doesn't have to be catastrophic. It could be just something mild or something big, your choice. And I want you just to imagine them in your life right now in front of you. And without judgment, without emotions, just simply saying to this person, I see you and where in your struggle. I see you in your journey. I love you. And without judgment, just holding space. If things come up and they're trying to like, well, she did this or he, no. Just simply say, it's not allowed right now. I'll deal with you later. I'll deal with you after. And allow yourself to go back to that neutral space. And just holding a space for this person. Because the more love we give to the relationships that are difficult, the better they're going to be. Either something will divinely remove them from your life, or healing will begin. One way or another, things change. And we can just hold space and love on from afar. This person that we know has a good heart, is a genuinely good person in their core, making sure that this is actually true. Don't just say it if it's not true. This person needs to genuinely be a good person. And those are the people I'm talking about. Those are the ones who are maybe making bad choices. Maybe they're super caught in the matrix and like they're believing a lot of really brainwashed stuff. And you're just like, you know what? I see you. I'm not mad at you. I love you. You're a genuinely good person. I'm just holding a loving space for you right now. To have a divine connection of the highest good, love to all, harm to none. Being able to just love on, hold space for, and just be there with. As you're just allowing these things to come up and they neutralize, holding this person in your heart and just loving on them, just being with them and holding that space. Allow yourself to go to the things that you do have in common. Allow yourself to go to that space of the things you both enjoy, that you share and that you're able to bring to the relationship and share with the other person. I want you to hold that space and that love and think about those things, especially if you're having a hard time just sitting with this person. Of course, this is definitely not talking about like someone who's legitimately abusing or something. Like, none of that's okay. So please, if that's actually happening, like none of this is okay. So caveat to what I just said. I feel inclined to say that. And as you are just holding this person in your heart, I want you to shift and imagine yourself, you jumped in a rocket ship and now you just got shot out to the, to outer space and you're floating in outside the earth, right? You're floating out there in your little spaceship. And I want you to imagine 100,000 other individuals did the same thing. And as y'all are all kind of floating out there, just looking at each other, I want you to imagine yourselves just energetically connecting and holding hands. As you're all holding space for the earth and humanity and everyone that you're completely surrounding. And just energetically holding hands and connecting with each other and holding that same loving space for humanity. Completely neutral, not judging. And if things come up, I'll just deal with you after. Or completely neutralize them. Allow yourself to just hold space for all of humanity and all of the other beings, all of regardless of what kind of being if you are. If you are alive and you function even as a single cell organism, you are a being worthy of being here and being loved and being lifted up and being engaged and allowing to just have this beautiful hug, just this love, that energy from that heart space. Allowing that loving energy to come, to flow, to be with, to exist with. As you're looking around and seeing I just see this web of just this beautiful, like bright energy just connecting everybody. And it's so beautiful. And I love all of you for showing up and being here and adding to this. It is just so beautiful. And I am so grateful to all of you being here. As you are just laying witness to whatever it is you're seeing at the moment, take a deep breath in. Let it out. Allowing yourself to just sit in this space, feeling into that loving gratitude and just this love and just this igniting energy, just like flooding out. I always joke like the Care Bear, right? The Care Bear stare. Oh, it's so true though. It's just like flooding out and just being immersed in that love and that energy. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. When you're ready, feel free to come back. Come back to your body. Don't forget to make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and definitely head up our newsletter so you stay up to date with all of our stuff, regardless if we get banned or not. Love y'all.